Hello, Dolphin Army. We're back with home. It stopped working. The recording shut off right while in the middle of me recording. So I'm just gonna start off where I left off. I did upload the other part, so hopefully you'll be able to see how far I've gotten. So let's keep moving. All right, here. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings for 2 cups still there in the wood. In the kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yes. I found a hairpin amongst the rotten food and trash and pocketed it. Alright, there's Norman. Yeah, I'll go up to the attic. Didn't mean to go down. Holy crap. Those are nooses. Why are they up here? Why is there 4 of them? There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? Yes. I opened up the old cardboard box and wasn't entirely surprised by what I saw. There were more of Rachel's things, more of my wife's clothes. Knew it! Rachel is his wife. Photos, shoes, even that old radio I gave her. Why, Rachel? What were you doing here with Norman? I freaked out just then. Here, let's sit down. I hoped to HE double hockey sticks Rachel had nothing to do with that mess. I knew Norman hunted occasionally, but I didn't know him to be such a collector. Okay. I don't know what to do. Let's go back downstairs. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel occasionally stopped by after work if we needed anything. The register was mostly empty and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside. The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been raw for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. There were various postcards from the area, especially from tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape than. The night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It had been weeks since I had last seen Norman, but to find him like that, who could have done that to him? Seeing that dusty box of those old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? And what was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers. but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. That was my house. The neighbor's local post box. A letter box was sticking out. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it in all the way. I knew it wasn't right, but did I take the letter? Yes. The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the page. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this is in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort out this out. Anyway, away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him. Norman. So don't you think you can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. I had entered the backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Oh, there's blood. There's blood on the gate. I held my breath as I approached my back door. I was terrified to sleep inside. There's blood right there. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragging and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Wait, I didn't read all of it. The table was clean. It hadn't been used any time recently. The door in the basement is locked. Where had I put the key? There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked these up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What, the HE double hockey sticks? The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out through, though. I need to see if Rachel was here. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. I'm nervous to see what happens. I had found the last missing piece from my wallet, the old photo of Rachel, and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? 'Cause 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 I keep it anyway? 'C Yes. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got a part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why hadn't I thrown it away? Stolen identity. Our television. I had purchased it before. I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. Our hallway mirror had been smashed, its pieces scattered around the floor. Our sink, which needed to be replaced, one of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key on top of the drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the key. Guessing that's my office. What's in here? It's the bathroom. What's over here? Another door. The books were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I looked more closely, it looked like the man in that house had some of the same books as I did. My wife's, Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Inside Rachel's suitcase were a few days' worth of clothes and some personal effects and a train ticket. As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. My date and time matched the receipt I had found. I unlocked the basement door. There were old Christmas decorations in the box. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. The next video shouldn't be out pretty soon. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Like if you liked it, subscribe if you really like it. And as always, swim in the ocean like a lovely dolphin. And as always, again, have a wonderful day.